Lovelies. Hello everyone out there. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. Hope you're having a lovely day. It is definitely the hottest time of the day right now. Hoping it'll cool down here in a bit. Had a successful first day back after to work, to my nightmare after being gone the last few days. So It helps that my boss was out, so it wasn't like everything was on fire, just a minimal amount of fire. So let's go ahead and get into some shenanigans. I don't really have any specific plans tonight. I think I might open Ohana's. Oh, well. Oberon already has some messages, so let's see. Let's see what's popping. Good luck. Hi, Shifty. It went really, really well. Honestly, as good, I think, as it could have gone. We are good, and she might be a great resource if I have any coroner-ish type questions. Hope your day is going well.
What happened? I don't remember anything after my phone. Felt like I was in traffic all fucking
I'm
day.
having an okay vacation, but you can't smoke.
No, just...
Oh, hey, Night. Welcome, welcome. I just got a message from Shifty when I first logged on. Basically told him how the chat went with Attica. Nice. Ohana's then. Their PTSD. Do you mean from the Thumper exchange last night, or is there something else that I might be missing? Actually, let's make sure there are no other businesses open.
Oh, hello there. How are you doing today? I was hoping we could continue
How's
the
the
conversation
city
we had the other day about my proposal.
You know what? That's
Oh,
actually a
sure,
fair.
Of course, I
What is
understand.
that?
Life is crazy
cord.
busy, believe me. I know. How about next week? Uh-huh. Sure, I understand. Of course, I'll try you again. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
How are you feeling after yesterday's Thumper-related events? There we go. Oh, I'm dumb. Why didn't I bring my car out here? I got distracted.
Hey there, what's shaking? Uh-huh. I know a super chill place on Haywick Ave. Hello. Yo, dude. Yo, check it out. I want to start a band. We don't need to learn any instruments. That's what they have computers for, dude.
Seems to be okay. But is he really? I don't think I've gotten the full story yet from him.
Yeah, shit, I'm bored too. Hey, why don't we meet at the
I tried to
Glory
get a
Hole
job
near
at
my old
Rockford
town?
Plaza.
Ooh.
They're not hiring. Not even a shopping mall.
It is funny how the locals are just so open about their sex lives whenever you pass them. Alright.
What the?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Fucking hell, man.
Well, how's your day going, Knight? Have you had a good day? Good Wednesday? Hopefully pretty easy. Oh good, they're still up. Okay. Gotcha. Well, I'm glad Oberon and him got to meet the other night. If only just to put a name to the face or face to the name. Let's see, business. Ohana flyers. Copy link. Ooh, so cute. All right. Look at the bar stools by the bar with your third eye. The bar stools. Oh, so I can sit down? Look at the bar stools by the bar. Hey, don't do that. No, thank you. Oh, great! I was wondering. Okay, I'll have to share that. That's awesome. Let's see. I'm gonna try. Oh, nope, didn't work. X did not work for me getting stood up. All right. Oh. Nope, don't make me sit. Oh. Hi, Shifty. I'm kind of stuck on the stool. We can sit on the stools now. Let's see. My X is not working, or my flexing. Then I undo it, and then I'm just gonna go back to sitting in the air, I think. Oh, no. E hands, okay. E hands up. Oh, that's a nifty trick. Thank you, kind sir. All right. Let's see. I know there was some stalking I might want to do, but I think a lot of these are actually pretty good. Looks like we need to make some ocean breeze and some coconut shrimp. Yeah, that sounds great. Totally. I'm kind of right there in the same boat with you. It's kind of funny. I realized, like, oh man, this place here, because it can get rambunctious, it's good having security. I appreciate you being here. Alright, I'm gonna make some, what did I say, ocean breeze? I'm gonna make some ocean breeze. Do you need any food or anything to drink before you go out front? Oh, cool. Yay. Awesome. All right. You can just /HU as well. Don't need to type it out. Okay. I'm just learning all the hotkeys. Okay, let's see. Business menu. Excuse me. Ocean breeze, Mallee punch. Oh, that's easy. Mallee punch and cranberry. There it is. Okay, let's see if I can remember this. Nope, this is the food. I think it's this drink, if I remember correctly. Yep, it is. Haha, I'm learning. Oh, yeah. Okay. And done. Oh, wait. Oh, you meant PD, not everyone. Oops. I read that too fast. Do we have people on PD? Hold on. Oh, we do. All right, there we go. All right, coconut shrimp. Gonna make some coconut shrimp. Let's see, what do I need? Alright, let's see. We need pineapple, milk, shaved coconut, cooked shrimp. Okay, let's grab the pineapple and the milk. Pineapple, milk, bacon, shrimp. Pineapple, milk, shaved coconut, cooked shrimp. Where's the shaved coconut? Coconut. Okay. What? Gotta work on my form. Third time's charm. Oh, I need 6. Okay. Doop-a-doo. Oops. Yeah, no, and honestly, yes, me too, 100% me too. Right away, I had a feeling it was gonna go well when she actually responded right away, and how she responded. She basically was like, I hope, you know, I didn't come off as malicious as I may have. I was just trying to poke fun. And yeah, and then we just, you know, kind of played the sinking game. So when I flew in after the meteor shower, I let her know I was free, still, like, you know, like no pressure whenever you want to meet up. And she ended up hanging out with her fiance for a little bit, and then I went fishing, got a little bit more relaxed, and then Thumper showed up again. And during that time, I know he keeps finding me. Or I'm just like in really easy places to be seen. But yeah, he was kind of, I was getting gas in between one of my fish runs, and all of a sudden I hear the noises of what sounds like a citizen, and I turn around and he's like ramming into a local's car, and I was like, Thumper, what are you doing? And he was pissed off because he said the locals ran into him first. And then as we sat there was when Brittany made the announcement that she got engaged, and Thumper didn't really understand what that meant, so I just explained it in terms, oh yeah, have you caught up on Squawk? Brittany's engaged now. Yeah, late night proposal. Oh, has that been something that's been like waiting in the for a long time? Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. So they're very, very happy, and then once Thumper understood that, I was like, oh yeah, Seymour's gonna be Brittany's mate. Thumper was like, we should go say hi. So I ended up following him to the restaurant, the lake restaurant. That's where the proposal took place, and hadn't heard from Attica at that point. So I was like, you know what? I'll kill a little bit more time and I'll go open Ohana's and see if anyone wants to come out and celebrate. So I worked for a little bit, and then by that time, Attica was ready to chat. And yeah, we chat. I told her, you know, my side of the story, and her thing was like, you know, she understood, and understood the miscommunication, and understands that she can be extremely blunt, and we ended up in a good place. And she mentioned that she at one point was, she worked, I think, either as the coroner, she wrote the SOP, the policy guide for being a coroner. So she was like, hey, if you have any questions, you know, let me know. And she could be a resource. So that was great. And honestly, Thumper returned. Surprise, surprise. Thumper, like, all of a sudden, Attica was like, I think someone's trying to get into the icebox. And I was like, what? And I look over, because obviously Thumper's really short, and I hear him trying to get the watermelon fruit. So I ran over, and it was good timing, because I think at that point, it just was like a natural ending to the conversation. You know, like, it didn't become too awkward, but I was just like, hey, you know, yeah, I wasn't gonna, like, yeah, she did share that, something about Andromeda pushing her out, but, like, I don't need to know details about that unless Andromeda feels it necessary for me to know, but I did acknowledge, you know, it's important to know, where things come from, how they got established, like, that's important context. So, she did offer, if I ever needed help, I could reach out to her, and I did explain to her, you know, obviously we can't talk about case specifics, but yeah, if there's anything in the SOP, and that's what she was also talking about, like, if I get confused by the SOP, I can reach out to her. So, yeah, and then I wished her good night, and I would see her around, and she agreed, and went back to go deal with Thumper, and then Gideon showed up. Question about Thumper. I need to talk to Alina about Thumper, but Thumper did order alcohol, and, like, I don't want to be discriminatory or anything at all, none whatsoever. But I did give Thumper alcohol. Is that, like, it's not in our, I don't think it's in our policy guide at Ohana's. Is there something about not giving? Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Well, next time, knowing Thumper, I'm just gonna give him probably one or two, not what he asked for. Okay, that's what I was thinking, but I kind of wanted to talk to you or Ophi or whoever I ran into first, just to make sure, like, did I completely miss something in the policy guide that I should have, before I reached out. Okay, yeah, I'll make sure to send Rake a question about that. Long story short of that, yeah, Thumper was not in a good spot to drive, but he did get driven safely home by Kells White, I believe. Yeah, so we made sure, regardless, Thumper didn't drive. He was being a little rambunctious as far as like us trying to help him and thinking he was okay. So, yeah, what's up? No, I have not. He was not. It was just me. No, it was Kells was here with her boyfriend, Travis, who is also the older or younger brother of Tony. I realized I was getting those two mixed up. But no, it was just me working. They have similar handles on Squawk. That's why I was getting confused. But why do you ask about Tobias? The only time I've run into him was when I interviewed him. That was the most recent. Yeah. Trying to see if there's anyone. I'm gonna change my talk. I'm right there with you. Can you hear me? I went up one more. Yeah. I'm if I had a voting, even before I knew what went down with what went down with Tobias after the interview, my gut said no. But I'm not a manager, and I think at the minimum it required a second interview. No, it's mostly so he came in, and I think he did okay, but like one, he didn't have his resume straight. He didn't know where he, like, at least when I went into every interview, yes, I know I interviewed at multiple places, but I came prepared for each interview knowing what questions I had answered. He didn't even know what questions were for which job. And he also kind of was very lackadaisical about it in his answers. So he didn't, yeah. So like one, that doesn't really professionally show me, that he's prepared for it. And I totally get, like, you're new to the city, everyone's looking for a job, but I feel like that's the bare minimum, is at least knowing questions you might be asked or the ones that you answered when you're in an interview. And then at some point during the interview, he mentioned that his ultimate goal was to become a bounty hunter within the city, which he was a bounty hunter previously. And I had been silent, by the way, this entire interview. And when we set up, because I was with Ophi, Ophi was alone, and that was the only reason I was there. Yeah, so here's where my stance with the bounty hunter stuff, and where I kind of put my, because I was a previous manager of a few other people with my father's company. Like, when you're on duty, when you're working with me, like, where is your mind? Like, where are you lying? And a bounty hunter has very gray lines, right? And we're very clear at Ohana's, we have whitelisted staff, and we do serve people who have extracurriculars, right? Like, I think that goes without saying, as long as they do their stuff not on Ohana's property, right? So at the end of the interview, I asked Ophi if I could ask a question, and she said yes. And I was like, hey, Tobias, you mentioned being a bounty hunter. Let me give you a scenario. Say you're working behind the bar, you're not a security, and someone is who is wanted for a warrant walks into the bar and asks for a drink from you. What do you do? And he basically was like, I drop all pretense and I have to act as as a law enforcement officer, and yeah. And so that was more of a kind of level set question for me, just to gain like where his mind is at. You know, that's where I mean, like, okay, Rake should definitely do a second interview because it's Rake's business. So if Rake is okay with having someone be a bounty hunter, I don't even know if a bounty hunter is a thing. I haven't seen anyone. You don't think he does? Well, I see Ophi said she would handle all the behind the stuff, and I was just, well, yeah, I know it's not a government thing, which is what Tobias was working on, right? And then after that interview, I definitely like told Ophi my thoughts. I definitely was like, you know, I think that definitely is a second interview. Tobias left, and then I flew out pretty shortly after that, and then, you know, I think it was, yeah, I mean, all it is, you know, you got to clarify where your lines are and where your boundaries are, right? So ultimately, if Rake's boundary is okay with that. Oh, well, I mean, I know there was, wait a second. So wait, how did Tobias get hired? How did he get hired without a second interview? Yeah, well, I mean, he didn't get hired when he did the interview because Ophi's not a manager, right? That's at least what she told him and me. Like, she did it a solid for Rake in the management. Oh. See, I was just there because I was in the city and Ophi did the oh, okay. See, being a new person, I assumed, okay. Yeah, because aren't you a manager? You're a security manager. Yeah, like, I don't know. I guess, like, I'm so new, I'm gonna trust Ophi when she says that she's doing a solid for the management, right? No one was in town, and my whole thing was just to be, a second, right? To make sure she's safe and all that stuff. That's all. Yeah, so, I mean, it was definitely clear when Tobias left the conversation that he was not getting hired. It was not a no. It was not right now, because she needs to push up the information about the interview to the higher-ups to make the decision. That is definitely, was very clear. Huh. Well. Yeah, maybe so. I just know that, like, some stuff went down right after that could have potentially affected him getting hired. Yes, that is definitely what I'm going to do, because, you know, it kind of makes me feel better knowing that you don't have a good feeling about him, because his aura is off. I'm just gonna say that much. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Right there with you, friend. Do you know what he got hired as? Is he a barback, or is he security? Well, I mean, there you go. I'm surprised, at least security, because of the way that job is, you don't have some sort of like kind of similar to PD, have like, I don't know, what am I trying to say? Probationary period, you know, like training to make sure it's a good fit. Yeah, that's fair. Well, is there anyone else that is potentially going for interviews? If you're, I don't know if you can talk about it or if you want to. We can talk about something else. Freaking pineapple. Six. Oh yeah, I hung out with Chastity. I haven't seen her since that first day. Have you seen her around? Oh yeah, she was literally here with like 3 other people. If I'm being honest, my gut is kind of telling me the city wasn't really their vibe. I think they maybe flew in once or twice, applied to places, and I don't think they've been back. But, I mean, I'm not on here during the day. I was the last few days, but I haven't seen them even over the weekend. Yeah, me neither. I really only interacted with her once. I taught her how to farm, and then I think I had to fly out soon after that. So how was your shift at Uwu's? Did anyone come around? Ooh, with the local tea? What kind? Gotcha, gotcha. Were you there for very long, or did you just do like 30 minutes? Oh, wow. Okay, that's... Wonder if people were still having nightmares then, probably. Oh, is your minimum 3 hours then a week for UWU? Oh, wow. Gotcha. There you go. Hmm. Did it sound like hopping? Or purring? That's gotta be Thumper. Hold on. Or is it my flip-flops? Or a thud? Thumper? Are you here again? He landed on those rocks there last night. Well, I don't see his cat car, his Thumper car. Thumper? I don't know. Honestly, I would not be surprised if he showed up, but yeah. So you're really okay after what happened yesterday? I mean, it's not every day you get taken at gunpoint, even if it is, okay, by a rabbit. Okay. Were you in the car when Thumper got into a car chase, or were you pretty much... Oh, yeah, Okay, good. That's good. It sounds like he got into quite the car chase with them, but ultimately was able to leave them in the dust. Well, do you have a gun license? I don't have one yet. I could. Yeah, I do. It's gonna come with the coroner training, so like, I'm kind of thinking two birds, one stone. I'm trying not to pressure DOJ too much because, well, they're like, you know, hectic and stuff, so I'm trying not to. Yeah, I think you're right, because house robbery had something on there. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It is required as the coroner, so to at least have some sort of protection, I'm sure I'll wear some body armor. But for now, my goal has just to been build rapport with everyone. So, oh, I do have other news that's kind of exciting. I put in a realtor's request to hopefully get a house. Yeah. I've been meaning to ask, do you have a house? Gotcha. Well, if you ever, I don't know, if you like being a solo cat, totally understand. But if you ever want like a roommate, again, just as friends, but just like, we could have a good time. We could have parties at the house. Where I'm looking for specifically is maybe somewhere like not in the main city. Yeah. So that's where I'm kind of looking. Either like overlooking some water or near water. Yeah? You do? Have you been keeping an eye on some things? Some places maybe? Yeah, when we fell down the mountain the other day, or I should say I like rolled down the mountain, we ended up at that farm. I put some feelers out because that was a cute little farm with a cute little bridge, but unfortunately it's not one of the shells. So, but I have a wish in, and hopefully I'll be getting a realtor soon. Thanks. Well, I mean, I'd love to go exploring with you just to see it, because, you know, still getting to know the island and such. Oh, you know what? I do want to go. I want to go parachuting sometime. We talked about that. That would be fun. You talked about a rec store? I don't think I've been to the rec store. Oh, you refused to? Oh, okay. Is it a heights thing? Oh. Yeah, yeah. Well, random question. Yeah, I've always wondered about this, because there's the old saying that cats have 9 lives. Do cats really have 9 lives, or is that just because they're so good at landing on their feet all the time that people are like, ooh, they're just, it seems like they have 9 lives? Oh. That's cool. You get to have 9 different experiences. It's not pleasant? Oh, yeah. I would imagine so, because obviously those lives have to come to an end at some point and you have to start over. Yeah, that does sound really rough. We don't have to talk about this anymore if you don't want to. I was just curious. Thank you for letting me know. Well, good. That's really good to hear. But also, it's kind of nice just vibing here with you, Shifty. It's not very often you can just vibe with somebody in silence and have it be comfortable. Oh, sorry. I don't mean like auditorially silent. I just mean like you and I. Yeah. I just mean like, you know, like a back and forth, like a ping pong conversation. It's okay to take a break and just enjoy each other's like physical presence without having to have a back and forth, regardless of how you communicate. I'm so paranoid that Thumper is just gonna show up again. Yeah, I don't blame you. I forget, did you say that you have met Mucifer? Or you haven't met Mucifer before? That's so strange. I wonder if they like sense you and they know to like, I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, have you experienced that in the past where like other cat spirits tend to avoid other cat spirits? Huh. Ooh, I have a question. Do you own a go-kart? Is that something you would be interested in owning? And or zooming around the city? There's been lots of go-karts around the city lately, and it's making me kind of want to join in the fun. Who's been proving them? Do you mean who's been buying them? Oh, providing them. Oh, are they? I guess I just assumed that they were PDM. Are they not at PDM? Oh, Shane knows that. I'm just RPing that. Oberon doesn't know that because he's not like a big car in the know person. Well, I'm thinking we have like, looks like 15 minutes till we've hit about an hour. I think it's actually 15 minutes till we hit an hour. What are you doing the rest of the night? I was gonna go probably fishing, or I did upgrade my motorcycle, got a new motorcycle. I wonder if any mechs are in town. That would be fun. Get those upgraded. Ah, okay. Thanks, Knight. Oh, okay. That's a good way to put it. Thank you. Yeah? Do a little, like, motorcycling around. Maybe you can show me some, I don't know, like, hidden treasures around the island. Some areas that you've explored. So that way I can work on my motorcycling skill. How's that sound? I just mean, like, hidden spots, you know. Off the beaten path, or just things maybe you think I haven't seen yet. Oh! Well, you saw the clue, right? Yes. So, if you're not looking in the sky literally, what do you use to look at the sky? Think more you're still on the ground, but you're just looking up. Is there a tool that we use? Mm-hmm. Do you want me to go with you? I've heard some people get popped into weird places because of magic. Cool. Sweet. All right, let's see. We got 10 more minutes. Yeah, I just gotta switch out my car at the parking place. Oh yeah, do you just want to take one motorcycle or do you want to take separate motorcycles? Sweet. I'm just trying to think now, because you can't use a radio. So, how about this? What if wherever you end up, you text me your zip code or something and I'll come get you. I feel like they fix it, but just in case, it's good to plan. And I'm trying to think, if you're unconscious, how is that gonna work? Because I think ultimately you should go before me. And you can text me when you're up there, whatever happens. And if I don't hear from you, then I'm gonna have a fine shifty moment. But not in this city, the entire island. Unless you have a better idea, potentially, that we could do. Yeah, that doesn't. That's fair. That's why I was thinking texting. Well, if you're willing to roll that dice, I'm willing to roll the dice too. And if when we get up there, I will give it a couple seconds for you to walk forward, because I've heard of people, getting clogged up with the elevator and somebody getting yeeted. So, there's dangers to having a sky temple in the city. That's just one of them. That sounds great. All right. Well, let me double check our stock. I feel like we're good. 50. Okay. You're good on food and everything, Shifty? That's not ominous at all. Is there a storm coming in? Yeah, I'm sure we will. Knocks on wood again. Yep. Alrighty, I think that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and squawk. Alright, off duty. I want to switch out my car and switch outfits.
No way!
Right? That's what I was saying. Alright, hold on. Alright, so I don't spoil, where do you think the temple is? Ding 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 ding! Alright. Let me go ahead and mark that on the map. All right. Because I think it's fun, I think you should explore and try and find the door. I'll follow you. All right, are you ready? Oh boy. That looked like thunder for a second. Wow, I have not been here at night. So, what do you think? Yeah, that's a good way. Everyone has a different view of the center statue. What's it to you? Nice. Night and day, huh? Is it more symbols or do you see a person? I see. Like a balance. I like that. Okay. I see. Karma in physical shape. That is divine. You know, I agree. I've seen it play out. It's like a cycle. When one pendulum swings to another, if it's high noon, it could very well easily switch to the dead of night. Do you feel at peace when you look upon this physical representation of karma? Okay. From my understanding, yeah. Rebirth. I see that in fire. A good example of that is wildlife fire. It's very destructive. It can take out entire forests, entire habitats. But when time passes, life returns. Even better and stronger. It's a cycle. I can see that. Makes you feel like you're a part of something. Yeah. Well, it's interesting. Oh, sorry. My soul cat just jumped. She got scared by her own tail. Apologies on that. That was ominous timing, but it's interesting. The first time I was up here, it was just this grand willow tree. The base reaching out, roots all over the temple. It seemed to be blossoming almost. Just a tree, just a simple tree. An old one, just based on the size. That was during the day. But as soon as I walked up here at night, this beautiful feminine figure kind of grew out of it. It's still there. I see it. I don't recognize it. I mean, I see this tree. It kind of reminds me of like a dryad. Trees are very sacred symbols in Fae culture, especially within my family. So I'm not surprised, but the fact that it just changed shape is... I don't know. Was she there the whole time? And I couldn't see her? Was it the shift in time to bring her out? Nighttime? She's beautiful. This willow tree has lavender flowers. And there's fireflies dancing around her. I don't know. I just felt the need to kneel. It's been a long time since I've been in any temple or church or religious structure. Gosh, I was a preteen, I think, the last time I was in one. Oh? Wait. Is your statue the same? Is it changing? Oh my. Oh. Shifty, I wish you could see this. She's so beautiful. She's blossoming. Her colors are turning a deep red. It's like the color of a sunset. Oh my. She's so beautiful. She's turning older. Do you not see the fire? There's flames. Shifty, I'm not... What do you... Shifty? Okay, I'm trying to play it cool. We'll see. I just want to see what Shifty's gonna do. Oh, popcorn, popcorn, popcorn. This is so good. We'll see if Attica does anything, because I don't want to leave Shifty. I'm gonna give him a couple more seconds or minutes. We'll see. I don't know. There's some people coming in the city, but I don't want to leave Shifty's character completely. Okay. I was wondering who he was texting. Let's see. If you're just tuning in, we started off the night with Shifty and Oberon at Ohana's, just chatting it up, having a nice little catch up after the day's events of yesterday. They started just kind of naturally talking about like, oh, like, what do you want to do afterwards? Oberon just got a new motorcycle. And he talked about baby Shifty taking him around to other places he hadn't seen. And Shifty mentioned that he hadn't been to the temple yet, and Oberon helped him kind of figure out the clue by himself, because he didn't directly tell him where the entrance to the temple was, but he, you know, because that's kind of the fun in the RP, but he figured it out. Shifty figured it out that it was at the observatory, so they clocked off and they went up to the observatory. Now, previous to this, Oberon did visit on the first night that it appeared, and no one asked him what he was seeing at the time. It was still kind of new news, and he kept it close to his chest. He was very quiet about it. This was after his chat with Ophi. And he'd been kind of avoiding the temple, and he saw it during the day. It was during the day. That's important. And when they went, it was at night. So when they went up, oh, here we go. He saw a willow tree Just a normal willow tree during the day, and at night it blossomed.
Then why did you take her to the fucking hospital, Shifty? Nope. Hopefully this works.
Hello?
You good?
Attica?
Hi.
What happened?
I don't know. Shifty texted me and told me you passed out.
Are we... Where are we?
We're up at the Sky Temple.
Oh, we're still here. Oh, the sky's upside down.
Are you okay to be dropped, or would you like me to continue carrying you? I'm sorry I picked you up without tent, but you were...
No, that's quite alright. You can set me down. That's fine. Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Oh my gosh, my head. Ow. Wow. This is embarrassing. Sorry, Attica, that you had to come up here.
It's okay, don't worry.
Shifty, what happened? What do you mean I have these black tips coming out of my head? Okay, that is new. I mean, it's a willow tree in front of me. I don't know what you're talking about a dryad. What do you... I walked towards it? I mean, I know we were talking about what you saw, and I kind of mentioned the willow tree, and that's all I really remember. Did anything happen when I touched the statue? Did I just... I just passed out? Fuck. Okay. Well... Spelling. Fuck. Well, I guess we were lucky. The most responsible person, you know? Fuck, well... Sorry, Attica. Things are kind of hazy.
It's okay, don't worry.
Does anyone have a mirror?
Unfortunately, I do not.
Okay. Fuck, here. I'm just gonna try and walk around a little bit and see how that takes.
Okay. Oh, Mike, I have a feeling I know what this is. Are you okay?
Yeah, I have a feeling more is to come, but this is definitely the start.
I know we just met Attica. I mean, I don't know what you've heard about me, but I am Fae. I know that much. I don't want to unload on you. I'm sorry.
No, you are perfectly fine.
Do you deal much with, I mean, obviously with the coroner you dealt with a lot with supernatural, yeah?
I've been around Fate for a while, but I'm not too keen. I usually kept my distance.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Well, my father was a satyr, and he was kind of, have you heard of the Unseelie and Seelie courts?
No.
Okay, well, the best way that I can explain it is like the Seelie court is like the DOJ and like the PD, and the Unseelie is like, you know, gangs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter your race, it really just matters your actions that kind of determine where you fall on it. And my father was part of the Seelie, and he was kind of the head of it for our city. And within Fae, you know, we go through like human puberty and all that, but there's also a point called blossoming where you kind of come into your powers, and it really depends on your lineage that determines what you blossom into. And from the feeling of these horns, these are kind of ram's horns. I think that's my father's side of the satyr coming out. So I don't know what the dryad has to do with it, or a willow tree. I don't know who my mom is, but I can take a guess. Perhaps that might be part of my tale. So thank you for being part of it. This is so embarrassing. Yeah,
I mean, there's no reason to be embarrassed.
Yeah. I think it's mostly the passing of the out, or word vomit. I'm sorry. Sorry again.
No, you're okay.
No, I mean, thank you for, she apparently knew what to do, which was just put me next to the tree.
I was honestly going to take you down to the hospital and see if we had anybody in the city that would know a little bit more information, but...
Well, the tree is definitely just a tree right now, which kind of lets...
I don't see a tree.
You don't see a yeah, because Shifty was seeing, like... Well, I'll let him say what he saw. That's his story to tell.
It's different for everybody.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. My balance is a little off. I'm kind of top heavy now. My goodness. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Yeah, I think that might be...
Yeah.
That's... Alright.
Going back down and maybe taking a breather and all that kind of stuff might help.
That sounds great. Thank you, Attica, for being so kind.
Of course.
Alright. You ready, Shifty? Okay. Here we go.
Just, you gotta look deep at the statue to get back down.
Oh, that's where the intro... Okay. It changed last time. Deep in the statue. Oh, okay. And there's a Shifty. Alright.
Y'all have a vehicle here?
Yeah, I brought my motorcycle up here.
Because I didn't see anything down there.
Oh, you didn't? I parked it in the parking lot. It might have blended.
Oh, that would be why. I just flew into the lawn.
Yeah, I was trying to be respectful of it.
Oh, I drove up on the lawn. I was like, this is an emergency.
That's completely fair. Well, Shifty, that's the temple. Glad you could find it.
I have been an agent longer than she's been in casting.
That's when you let me know.
Alright, well,
Seriously? That show is so fucked.
where to next, Shifty? Are you gonna, do you have to fly
Well,
out
hit me up
soon,
on
or?
Life Invader later.
Okay, well, thanks for being here. I think I might just go for a drive and try and clear my head, but thank you. Both of you.
Absolutely. If you need a nice, like, clear little spot to breathe, the treehouse near Polito's a nice place.
Treehouse near Plato's. I don't think I've been there. Alright.
If you look at the map of Polito,
Mm-hmm.
there's like that weird thumb-looking peninsula behind the PD station.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
up there.
Alright. I think I'll go out there. Thank you, Attica.
Yeah, of course.
Alright, guys. Shifty, do you need a ride somewhere? Alright. I'll see you later.
See you later.
Ooh. Alright. It is time to bust out the horns that I've been keeping in the back pocket for him. Oh, I have to unlock it. Oh, Jesus.
And thus, Oberon has taken his next form. I'm pretty comfortable with this story beat. He's been here for almost 2 weeks, and it's pretty canonical or like typically canonical for Oberon to have ram's horns. So I was really excited and just wanted an opportunity to hopefully have a good RP moment to where the horns would all of a sudden appear. So yeah, that felt pretty cool. Hey guys.
Hello.
Hello.
See more than his head real quick.
Oh yeah, all good.
Ooh, yeah, go park it. Come on. Over
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
He'll be out his head in a minute.
Sounds
Ooh.
good. How's your
Very
day going?
nice. It's going
Thanks.
good.
Yeah, I just got this one yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very
Well-
nice.
Well, congratulations again.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Less than 24 hours in. Still feel good?
Yeah.
Good, 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 good.
I forgot about it for a second. I was like, oh.
Yeah. So how did he do it?
Very sneakily. I'll let him explain it.
Oh,
Little
okay.
shit.
Okay. That's awesome.
I know. He definitely got me. It was definitely a shocker. Jerk.
Hopefully in a good way, because that tells you he knows you really well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Too well.
Aw.
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Alright, what's going on?
Hey. Well, just got this nice little ride here. Figured I'd
Oh,
come get it tricked out. I'm not as flush as I was before, but I'd like to see what kind of upgrades it does take, or can take.
absolutely. Yeah, let me see what I can do. Let's start with a little checkup.
Let's see how much he has, actually.
Alright, so after a little bit of calculations, just for the upgrades, you're looking at about 9,000.
Okay, okay.
And that would be for the Tier 4 engine, Tier 3 brakes, and Tier 3 transmission. There's no available suspension, and that also includes the turbo. No cosmetics or anything like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. How much would a paint job usually, just like primary paint usually go?
Primary goes for about 370.
Okay, cool. Definitely all in for the 9K. Do you mind if I just mess around with the previews of the primary colors?
Yeah, absolutely. No, take your time.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, Seymour.
Yeah, we'll see whatever customizations, and then what I would say is see anything that you want to do with the customizations. I can always do the math, and then if there's anything you want to take off, I don't have to do it, and I can still have the sheet. So
Oh, cool.
in the future, you could always let me know,
Awesome.
or I could give it back to you to get it finished up. You know?
That actually sounds perfect.
Yeah. Those mechanic sheets, those things are really nifty.
Yeah.
I have to say, those are like quality of life.
Yeah,
10 out of 10.
makes your job super easy. All right, sweet. I'll start previewing.
Yeah, take your time.
All
Right,
right, I
alright.
think I'm set.
Hell yeah.
All right, 1 second.
No worries. Alright, let's see what we got. All right. So after a little bit of the math, with the paint and the wheels, that comes to 780. So included with the upgrades, it all comes to 9,760.
Oh, sweet. And then, sorry, follow-up question. The headlights, if I were to change that to like that nice neon purple you do, how much would that cost?
Oh. So that's an even 240, so that puts you exactly at $10,000.
Awesome. Seymour, let's do it.
Hell yeah. All
Hell
right,
yeah.
I'll get right to work.
Awesome. Thank you, kind sir.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Just gotta grab a box of the bag. And I will need your keys to bring the bike over to the spray room.
Alright.
Man, whoever made this playlist, Jesus, it was hard.
Let me guess, was it you or was it Brittany?
Played the music?
Yeah.
Oh, it was me.
Ah, that's a
There we go. What do you think about this purple, or I can go with a custom?
I mean, if you have a custom in mind that you think would match better, I'll go with that.
No, that's too light. That's crazy. Is that really that light?
It almost looks pink.
That's crazy. Because that color in a spray doesn't even look close to that. It's wild. Because that looks almost like this, which those two aren't even on the same spectrum. But let me see if I have. Do the blue. Your greens are super green here, so. My apologies, one sec.
All good. Ooh. Yeah, I like that. I think that shows up a little bit more.
Hoping this sticks. So my issue a second ago is I saw it switch colors, so I'm gonna make sure this sticks. 82, 22, yeah, so. Now it went back to an old color. Why? Gonna let it sit for a second and see if it switches colors. That's what it just did to me.
Yeah.
Sometimes if it's a custom RGB, depending on the color, yeah, sometimes they just don't stick.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's annoying. That's like the closest.
Oh, is that one different?
Yeah, this is the original purple that comes with it.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
Yeah, I guess this would probably be the best. I mean, you could go with like a black light like this.
Ooh. Is it easier to see, or is it better usually?
I'm not really sure. I'm not gonna lie. I've never really ridden around with a black light myself.
You know what? Let's go with it. Kind of being like the city's coroner. I feel like that's kind of fun.
Yeah, I mean, give it a shot. Let's
Cool.
make sure that it sticks too.
Yeah.
So actually, I'll have you park it and stuff like that and bring it back just
Okay.
to make sure everything's
Yeah.
all set with it.
That sounds good. All right, I'll be back.
Yeah, take your time. And then for your headlights, while you're sitting on it, you can flex your H muscle to turn them on. Just give me a chance to see the black lights still on. That's good. Okay, so that's it. Stack good. At least the ones that are on there, at least they stick.
Yeah. Cool. This looks great, man. You do really nice work.
You have great taste, honestly. The colors look great together. I really like the rims too.
Thanks.
It's actually look really great.
Yeah.
That's a clean bike. I like that a
Thanks.
lot.
Yeah. They're fun to beat around town or go into the country with.
Yeah, no, I love bikes. I typically crash, so.
Oh no. You're like, for the sake of my bones and my skin.
Yeah, Brittany brings me to the hospital a lot, so.
Oh. Well, you know you're living.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
All right, so I'm gonna charge you the 10,000 for today.
Okay. And it's definitely card this time. I don't have like 20K in cash on me.
No worries.
Not like last time.
Well, I mean, when you're getting, associated with the city and stuff like that, it's very easy to not know where your money is.
Yeah.
Just because of the way that things work. And
Right.
sometimes if you win money or if you earn money, depending on how you do it, it can go to either your pocket or it can go right into your bank. And depending on what that is in the moment, like if you're trying to go buy a gym membership, you need that cash. But you
I
also
learned
don't
that the
wanna be
hard way. Yep.
Yep. And then you also don't want to be walking around like you did with like 20 grand. So it's like finding that happy medium of knowing when you have it. But as long as you think /cash, you're never gonna, worry about that.
Yeah, totally. Well, appreciate the work, man. I'm gonna go take it for a drive.
Absolutely, enjoy. And be
Thanks.
safe.
Yeah. And congratulations again.
Thank you.
All right. Let's Let's go out to that spot that Attica talked about. fuck is that out there? Let's see. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Oof. All right. I'm trying to set myself up for a photo. Let's see. Man, I wish I could move this. Like put it on a tripod or something. Or not. Ugh, this thing. Oh, nope, nope. well, I think that's going to be it for this session. Oberon thinking on this pier. A lot has happened in a short amount of time, my god. He didn't expect his blossoming to begin, and if you're new here, it's essentially when a fae comes into his powers, and an impromptu trip to the Sky Temple that appeared over the city. It was his second trip. His first trip up there, he saw a gorgeous, gorgeous golden willow tree during the day. This next trip, he went up with Shifty, and they were in a really good chat. And immediately when he got to the temple, the goddess, the statue that's there, it presented itself in a twilight form, like a midnight twilight, like deep purples, blossoms and all that, of a dryad. Just this like beautiful woman who, like, think of like, you know, Pocahontas, woman in the tree, but like a little bit more, not just a face, but like an entire like dryad body, right? And it was perfect because the whole time, that whole night, they basically had a sigil there where they talked back and forth, and then all of a sudden the sky started changing color in game, and I can't wait to clip it. And all of a sudden, when the sun was rising, the statue started changing colors from that of more of like your midnight to a sunset fiery flame of a tree, and the dryad was beckoning him into the tree. In his vision, the tree basically had opened up, inviting him in to engulf him completely. And when he reached out and touched the hand of the dryad with the tree completely on fire, he went completely unconscious in front of Shifty, and Shifty didn't know what to do. And I think I maybe pushed Shifty's character a little bit. He didn't know what to do. He was panicking. He was yelling out. He picked me up when he like gently put him on the ground. All of a sudden, the tips of these ram's horns started to come through his skin, and little drops of maroon blood started coming down. And Shifty was very, very sweet with Oberon. And squawked out, and it just so happened Attica, who Oberon just had this whole thing with of communication and like all this kind of stuff, basically a nice little story beat, just so happened to be in the city. And Shifty was able to get a hold of Attica, and Attica raced up to the Sky Temple. And meanwhile, while Attica was racing up, the horns continued to grow ever so slightly, starting to curve out, taking form of a ram's horn. And Shifty was like, what the fuck I thought he was Fae, is this demonic, like I don't know what's going on. And eventually Attica does show up and picks up Oberon, takes him over to the statue, and touching the tree again awokened him, or at least it's kind of started like having the bookend. And he was super embarrassed, didn't know what really is going on. In his world, usually they do have some sort of guide, like a spirit guide, to help them through this. And you know, for forever it seemed like he was never going to blossom. Like he's a late bloomer, if you will. Like so many people came into their powers when they were younger, so he's a lot older than I think people realize. But maturity level, he is definitely like in his mid-20s. And the horns that are on his forehead are his father's horns. They look very, very similar. And his father had quite the legacy. And I think he's very overwhelmed right now. He doesn't know what this means. He doesn't know what the dryad means. What does it mean that it's on fire? What symbology is that? Why does he feel drawn to that? Does it mean his mother is a dryad? Like why that? Like, is it that easy? Is it that easy? Well, I don't know. And so when they left the temple, he parted ways with Attica and Shifty, and, you know, he just got his new motorcycle, and Attica gave him good advice to come out here and think, and I think that's just where we're going to leave him, is he's going to be contemplating what's his next steps. This is the beginning of a new chapter for Oberon Puck Goodfellow, as he continues to lay some roots in the city of Celestia. So thank you for tuning in. I'm gonna go cook dinner in real life for my wife, who should be hopefully getting home anytime. And oh, there she is. I hope you have a lovely rest of your evening. I may or may not be back, we'll see. But thanks for tuning in. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.